Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is Jonas Brasco, and we are live, not at Craven Cottage, but that's where the game is being held, and I am doing my best to get back into the swing of things. So, best way to do it is to have a trial match. So, sure and behold, lo and behold, we have Fulham versus Bristol City in the EFL Cup. Yes, it does have a sponsored name. However, I'm not going to use that name since this is not a sponsored or brand stream. But we are getting ready to kick off that second half. We're going to base this off of my kickoff time, and whistle is about to blow. Bear with, I am watching online, so there will be a slight delay. But come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm waiting. Whistle's going to be blown, right? No, not yet. We're trying to see if there's going to be substitutions. Nope. And we are on our way. With that being said, this is again Jonas Brasco. We are starting out with Fulham at. No, not at, but this is against Bristol City at Craven Cottage. These two have faced off in the cup before. And last time this happened, this was back in two, that 2026 with Bristol City pulling a 2-1 upset. The last time these two have actually faced off in general, this is when Fulham was running rampant in the championship and beat Bristol 6-2. That was back in January of 2022. Now, getting back to the action, we have a corner. Number 6, Harrison Reed is taking it into the box. Bristol City gets it away about as far as midfield. Fulham takes back possession, but Bristol is trying to make a charge. They get to it, try to cross into the box, but it is broken up. Bristol City gets the ball back outside the box. They know a quick goal will get them right back into this game. Now, for people who are not familiar with the cup format, compared to the FA Cup with the EFL Cup, it is a single match. If this match is drawn after extra time, then it will go to penalties. And I actually have a little shootout thing ready to go just in case this happens. The lineup's a little bit different than for those who watched the Fulham Man U game earlier this week, as Fulham has not really made any changes in the transfer window. In fact, the the goalie, our French goalie, Lecomte, is literally the only transfer that has happened for Fulham this year. That actually came into the side with Vinicius Willian and Reese Nelson. Of course, he was on loan, all gone back to either their respective teams or somewhere else. In any case, this is elite checking quality and, well, naturally making sure my laptop can handle it. Because yes, I am putting it through a lot. Temperature is definitely up, but we are holding steady. Programs that are not being used are closed. windows that are not being used are closed. And for those who are curious, yes, it is still 2-0 Grimsby Town over. All right, Grimsby Town over Manchester United. And mind you, Grimsby Town is a League Two side, which is actually 3 leagues below Manchester United. Because the way it works is you have the Premier League, followed by the Championship, which is the top of the EPL. Sorry, the EFL, followed by League One, then by League Two, and then after that you're regulated down to what is known as conference. And conference means you are semi-professional. For all you Wrexham people out there, that means that's where you started when you first watched the show, and now they're in the championship, which is where Bristol City is. And no, I don't think those two have actually faced off yet this year. For any Bristol City fans that are watching, I hope that you are, for the most part, enjoying the coverage. The coverage is in the United States, is being shown through Paramount Plus. That's how I am watching this game. Oh, and just so I was looking, all the Wrexham people, yeah, they've played 3. They have. Wow, they're being. Yeah, Wrexham has like 2 losses and a draw. Yeah, to be fair, the draw wasn't bad. That was against Sheffield Wednesday. But let's get back to what's important here. Bristol City is coming in with a 1-2-0 record. Sorry, 1 win, 2 draws, no losses. Fulham is coming in at 0-2-0, no wins, 2 draws, and no losses. Both of these teams are, for the most part, pretty healthy, except that very beginning of the game for Bristol City, which they had an unfortunate injury with. Let me get back because I really don't know how that even happened. But yeah, Josh Stokes took a knock, and Mehmedi had to come in the 14th minute. Beyond that, tail of the tape, we thought it was a goal by Jimenez, but it turned out to be an own goal by George Tanner. But Jimenez would not be denied and would get one finally in the 21st minute with the assist by Harrison Reed. Looks like the big man Traore tried to make something happen. Oh, that was stand corrected, but it was a shot. And even though we're not, yeah, that was Traore. He kind of sailed that a little bit. But what's really Bristol City has to be able to, just for starters, just get a shot on goal. With only 4 shots so far in this game and none of them on target, that's that's going to be concerning to defend their way. A concerning stat that they're going to need to address to find their way back in the second half. Now they've had 4 corners so far, so they are having opportunities, but Fulham right now is just putting too much pressure on them, and they have pretty much controlled the ball for the second half. Now, just for a second, we'll take a quick look at what Bristol City has on the bench. Unfortunately, they had to use a sub early in the game, so what's left is Thomas, Roberts, Randall, Cornick, Sykes, Jacobson, Mayulu, and Twine. While Fulham, Bert Leno is on the bench. Kenny Tete, Bassi, Anderson, goal scorer Muniz, Sanderberg, Awobi, Lukic, and King. All of them are going to try the. If they can avoid it, maybe Josh King may be the only one who comes in. Or they may make some quick substitutions just to get some reps. Everyone knows that match on Saturday against Chelsea is what people are paying attention to. So I'm not expecting too many changes out of Fulham unless something specifically happens during this game. But at the same time, I'm also okay if I'm trying to think of the best way to say this as a Fulham fan. I can't say that. Okay, I dropped my thing for a second, not because I was upset or anything, just that's what was happening. I'm also trying my best not to. Again, I'm watching the game, but I'm trying my best not to let any of the audio from the game catch on here. And my little pop thing fell off, so there we go. That's back on. Just for those who need to see it, that's the tail of the tape so far. Looking like there wasn't. It looked like there was an effort, but from Bird, but I don't know. At the 60, we're wondering at 60 minutes, is this where we're expecting, Bristol City just to put some stuff out there and see what sticks? Maybe, maybe not. Continuing on. I just want to let's see if anyone's out there. If people can hear me all right. If I'm not getting retention, what's happening with that? So I am checking live just to make sure there is audio. All right, audio seems to be good. Connection's good. I'm not worrying about being live. Looks like there is going to be a corner. And it looks like Harry Wilson's going to take it. 38th minute. It's a short corner. Looks like Tente tried to slide the box, but no. Sorry, not Tete. Tete's on the bench. Bristol City sends it out of bounds. Fulham's going to get the throw in. Let's see where we're going to go from here. Now, naturally, once again, I don't. We have done the one monitor setup, and we are running. Like, hopefully, you guys are not hearing my fan. I'm definitely. Oh, Oh man. I don't say this. The fan is rocking and working overtime. This stream has not cut out. And since there's a lull in the action, that means a hydration break is happening. But oh, okay. There we go. Check and see if something's happening. Coming back in. And now, just so you can see, these are the upcoming streams. You see where we're at now with the Bristol City. We'll be back again Saturday at 7:30. And this is UC, and I'm posting this all in UCT. And then following that, we'll have the international break, and we'll be back on the 13th of September for Leeds United. So those are going to be the next streams coming up. Hopefully, we're still working out some bugs. That's one of the reasons we're doing this game. We want to make sure everything's up and going. It's not so much Fulham can get off the gas. In fact, I don't want Fulham to let off the gas. The worst thing that can happen right now is for a Premier League team to get too cocky and think that 2 goals is going to be enough. Because when you know you have a derby coming up, the last thing you want is to tire them out. Going into a tied game with a team that has never been in the Premier League. They've been in the top flight, but has never been in the Premier League themselves. The last thing you need is for them, have that dream, to have that belief, and then they put you on the back burner and you're doing extra time and you're doing penalties, and then you literally got 2 days to really get ready for the first major game of the year. Normally, someone would say, "Well, what about Man U?" But you know what's happening there. You already know what's going on there, so we're not even going to make that joke. In the meantime, Bristol City, they're really trying their best to get the ball in the box. I don't still checking stats. I still don't think they've had a shot on goal yet. Oh man. And I'm just checking to verify. No. And they actually took one of the shots away. So they've only had three. Bristol City's actually only had 3 shots, but with 5 corners. But they also have not been fouling. And we now have a message from the Carabao. In fact, that's why I didn't want to say it, because now I'm going to put them on blast. The Carabao Cup. Now we got a message that there is a technical difficulty. Please try again later. Wow. Not that there is an error, just please try again later. So we're going to exit that out and we're going to go back in. I really don't know how to think about that. Well, for those who have been watching, this is what we got. This is what we have right now. We're watching Fulham versus Bristol City. Well, this was a watch along. Now it is a waiting and seeing what the technical difficulties lie. Oof. Excuse me. All right, looks like they're back. Still in the 65th minute. Man, it looks like Bristol City was making a break, but Fulham has gotten the ball back. Shrink that schedule back down. And for all those who are watching, I want to thank you very much. This is Jonas Brasco with Up the Fulham. Mm. So there was I missed some stuff because Bassey's in now. And Bassey was going for the ball. Foul, yes. Card, no. But no, the guy say it went off. It was clean. I'm not going to argue with that. And that's what I have missed is there were substitutions that I could not. Oh yeah. So that's there's we go. We had substitutions. We couldn't address those yet. So let us see where we were going with that. Looks like Alex Wilby's coming in for Harry Wilson and Calvin Bassey came in for Ryan Sessegnon. So we will address those. No, Bassey came in for sorry. Bassey came in for Sessegnon. And Wilby came in for Harry Wilson. And I lost my train of thought because now I have. I'm still doing commentary, I swear. Hmm. Sometimes it just this is why we do this. Get ourselves back in. Get ourselves back in the game. With that being said, let's see who we have left on the bench. As those were the first two subs. So it looks like we're gonna have a third. Looks like Josh King is coming in. So let's see who is Mr. King coming in for. Well, that hasn't quite happened yet, but first things first, Rodrigo Muniz is going to come in for Jimenez. I don't have any issues with that. But Bristol City, they're still coming down there. Nothing is happening, but they still are. And it looks like I got to play some. With that being said, man, I've been. Again, we're going to get back, folks. Sometimes you can get thrown off your game. And Fulham, oh, Josh King tried to make something happen. No, the pass that was cut, there wasn't much was happening there. All right, yeah, Josh King came in for Castagna. All right, still, even with everything, Bristol City, they haven't given up. For the 73rd minute, if nothing else, they have not given up yet. And for those who are curious, yes, Grimsby Town is still up to nothing on Manchester U. Everton 1-0 on Mansfield. Brighton. Brighton is doing the job against Oxford United 4-0 in the 75th minute. Mm. Plenty of games yesterday. Don't know if I want to go through them all, but some notable ones. Because people are always wondering if they're upsets. Maybe. Reading beat Wilmington. Cambridge over Charlton Athletic. Wolves over West Ham. Doncaster beats Accrington Stanley. Brentford over Bournemouth. Barnsley 2-1 over Rotherham. Port Vale beats Birmingham. Bromley Wycombe with Wycombe going over on penalties. And I said Bromley. Sorry, losing. Burnley won. Burnley won 2-0 over Derby. Lincoln over Burton 1-0. Cardiff City 3-0 over Cheltenham. Southampton 3-0 over Norwich. Preston North End loses to Wrexham. There. That's all you Wrexham fans. You got your happy moment. Bradford 3-0 over Stoke. Sunderland, Huddersfield. Sadly, and we know this. We know Huddersfield can win penalties. They did it again. Except this time it was just a simple 6-5. Swansea takes care of Plymouth Argyle. Wigan over Stockport County. Millwall 2-1 over Coventry. Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds with Sheffield Wednesday beating Leeds straight 3-0 on penalties. Leeds did not make a single one. In any case, that is the tale of the tape so far. We are now going to return to our regularly scheduled program. Gerhard Strubber. Bert. There's no T. Gerhard Struber. There we go, Struber. And Hayden Roberts looks like he's going to come in, and that will be Bristol City's final sub. And while it may take a minute, I assure you, we will get all your subs. And with that being said, I believe. Take. I think we have all subs. And that's going to be it for that. Bristol City has now used all their subs. That is all that remains. As far as Fulham is concerned, I still need to make the replacements, but there's not that many. Because I think the only one I didn't do was Mr. King. But going into the 80th minute, Bristol City has nothing to lose here. Just to get one back will make a difference, and people in the seats into the box. There will be Alex will be tried, and just it went that way. I don't know what else to say except it went that way. The goal was here, and it went here. Yeah, not much else that can really be said about that one. But for those who are curious, let's go ahead and pop back the tail of the tape. Started the 8th minute with George Tanner, an own goal. We thought was Jimenez at first, but it was not. Jimenez would actually get on the board in the 21st minute. And pretty much since then, the game is as you have seen, or as you're listening to anyway. Still, this is still that's where we're at right now. Oh yeah, I keep saying I'm going to do this Josh King substitution, and I keep forgetting. Because Josh King came in for Mr. Castagna. And while Fulham does have one more substitution, there's no reason to take it unless you just want it. Well, actually, no, no. Take the substitution. You don't want anyone else. You don't want any injuries. In fact, that's one thing that Fulham is very, despite everything else, Fulham is still is pretty healthy. Bristol City, unfortunately, they're coming in with injuries to Max O'Leary, Luke McNally. Sorry, I think I said that way too quickly. Luke McNally, Cameron Pring, and Joe Williams. Which, with Joe Williams being the earliest, if possible, with just an ankle injury. And maybe if one of them would have been helping, maybe we'd be talking about something a little bit different. But the tail of the tape is pretty clear. Um, Fulham, 9 shots. While with Bristol City only has 6, but where it comes down to is Bristol City no shots on target, Fulham with 4 shots on target. The possession, no contest there, 61-39 Fulham. Corners, Bristol City has had the most corners. And of course, this is a Fulham match, so there are fouls, even though Pereira is not on the pitch. And now Brighton has added a fifth. against Oxford. So it is 5-0 Brighton. Man City is still down 2-0 against Grimsby Town. Everton is holding on in with a 1-0 match score over Mansfield Town. Now, once again, Grimsby Town, and it should be noted, now they're currently fourth. They are undefeated this year. Just to give a little bit, of backstory, Grimsby Town is has 3 wins on the season, no losses, 2 draws. They're currently outside the automatic promotion in League Two, and is only behind both Crew and Chesterfield by a point, and MK Dons on goal differential. So do not do not put them out. Sorry, don't count them out. Do not count them out because that will be fun if they pull that. And just so you know, in the Man U game, yes, Bruno Fernandez is in there. Lily is in there. Mason Mount is in there. Mibumo is in there. They are trying not to lose this game. And while Fulham can see the finish line in this one, you know what? I'm not even going to say anything else about it. I'm going to focus on this game. Fulham looks like they're making their final substitution. Emil Smith Rowe is coming out. His night is done. And it looks like Sasha Lukic is coming in for Fulham, and that will be the final substitution for the evening. And if nothing else, that means I can close certain windows. But am I seeing this right? Is Bristol going to have another corner? Bristol's going to have another corner. Run to the box. Yes. Harrison Harrison Reed had to get that one out. Corner towards the back. Fulham gets it out. It's going to go out, and it looks like it's going to be a Bristol City throw. 88th minute now. Since no goals or anything have happened, I would not see anything more than 4 to 5 minutes of stoppage time happening. And now there was another corner. Troy dealt with the danger. It looks like it's going to be Hayden Roberts that kicks it in. And it is booted out by Troy. Troy is no, we are not doing this. Because enough Fulham fans know what's happening now. We are now officially in Fulhamish time. That means No matter how close a game may seem like it is won, it is not. This is the time the crowd, Bristol City, that crowd's still cheering, that crowd's still fighting. If you're a Fulham fan, you're slightly nervous because strange things happen. Very strange things, unneeded things. Things where expletives happen. We don't need those things happening. But this is currently where we are. We hope everyone who has been watching the stream enjoys it. Nothing personal against the people who are here for me. Who are here for the Man U game. We are not going to talk about that any more than what's already been talked about because there's still work to do here. And now we'll see where the indicator board pops up how much time is left. As we have now passed the 90th minute. And the indicator of 5 minutes of stoppage is on the clock. We will have 5 minutes of stoppage. To recap some of the other Bristol City still trying to make, and thank you. Sheesh. It crossed across goal. Fulham just booted that away, but Bristol City still has possession. They know they have a little less than 5 minutes left to make something magical happen. It will be heads it out. It's gonna be a corner. It's gonna be a corner. It's still in the box, trying to find some space. The cross inside crosses. It just went that way. Went that way, out of bounds. Mark Sykes, nothing happening. Now there have been some new rules, at least in the Premier League, to deal with time wasting. The question is, do they extend to the cup or not? And I am doing my best to check both chats, both because this is being streamed on both Twitch and YouTube. So if there is anyone in the chat, thank you for watching. If I don't quite get to your comment yet, just bear with me. This is one of the reasons why this is, and I even said up front, this is a test stream. I want to make sure everything is going okay with it. Slowly, Bristol City back in the box. Cross into it, off the post. It was their first shot on goal. That the keeper, and I'm not gonna lie, keeper was beat. Keeper was beat. There was just no one on that left side to pick up afterwards. But Bristol City, wow, that's definitely their best shot of the game. That was mm, that was rough because that really could have been it. That really could have been the lifeline. Nonetheless, It looks like we're heading towards the beginning of the end. Bomo has got one for Manchester City. It is still 2-1 Grimsby Town. They are in the 80th minute there. I'm not going to stay that much with the stream, but I'm just letting you know that is indeed what is happening there. The the slaughter, which is Brighton versus Oxford, is officially over. That one's gonna end 6-0. Everton still 1-0 up on Mansfield Town. One more into the box. Brighton was it's not Brighton. Bristol still trying to give Fulham a headache. Just trying. They was that Lukic? I'm trying to check because they were just trying to get the ball out, run some time. That whistle's about to go, and that's it. This match has ended with the final score of Fulham to Bristol City nil. If you're a Fulham fan, you're happy with the result. You're hoping that maybe they can address some stuff in the backfield in that defensive line. There's a few more days in the transfer window. Maybe some things can be addressed. I'm just maybe some things can be addressed. I will go ahead and say this. Um, Paramount they've went ahead and went to bonus coverage. So I'll tell you what. We'll we'll hang out for a moment and see how this goes. Because let's face it, that's what people want to see. And just with stats just popping up right now, mm, I'll say I can go ahead and say this much. Um, you know what? Do I got enough time? Yeah, I got time. I got time. Let's have some let's have some fun bonus coverage. Yeah, let's have some let's put something up real quick. Oh, no stoppage time yet. And it looks like there's a player down for Grimsby. We just doing something very, very quick. This is think of this almost like bonus coverage. The match at the bottom, that's what we're here for. Fulham did the job. They won. Fulham did what they had to do with a 2-0 win in their match. This is a Fulham stream. I just wanted to go ahead and put that. Keep that up there. I'm gonna slim this down for a little bit. Bonus coverage. So, but when people are curious on what my next game's schedule, you can see that at the bottom. You just watch Fulham against Bristol City. Fulham with that with a 2-0 win. The next one is actually this Saturday. For me, it's Saturday morning at 7:30, and that's going to be Chelsea Fulham at Stamford Bridge. I won't be there, but I'll be streaming. And then after the international break, it will be Fulham versus Leeds United at Craven Cottage. But yeah, there are they're clearly players down for Grimsby, and it looks like someone's getting a red. Oh, not red. I wish Man U was seeing red. They're already seeing red. But we'll see what's happening here. It will definitely be a yellow card, if nothing else. And now, oh, they're blaming the. I'm looking at the replay of the shot. They're blaming the pitch. Wow, that is sad. That is okay. I shouldn't. Sorry, that shouldn't be sad. But I am checking out all the substance things because I want to curious on what's happening there. Kari does get the yellow card, and this is not. And I'm just looking at the lineup. This is not a. No, Man U is like they've come out and they've come aggressive because Grimsey's goals were in the 22nd and 30th minute, and there's just lots of pointing, lots of pointing. Was there a foul? It looks like there was a foul. Another yellow card. Man U, another corner, and and they get it. Was that McGuire? Yeah, Harry Maguire with the equalizer. It's now 2-2. It's now 2-2. You knew this was going to happen. Look, as fun as it would be, that would be unrealistic. And I think the other thing is, I don't believe there was VAR. The question now, the question now becomes: can Grimsby Town pull off the upset? Is this game going to extra time or is this game going to penalties? I'm trying to remember. I think it goes straight to penalties. I gotta try out. Oh, yeah, that didn't go well. Oh, that's my drop down. And wow, the views went up a little bit. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for watching. This is a watch along. This was Fulham versus Bristol City. We are actually moving to extended coverage with Grimsby Town and Manchester United, with Harry Maguire tying it up. So we're now looking and seeing how much extra time they are going to put on this one. Manchester United going in the box. They were trying to find someone. It crosses Grimsby, making the run. But those legs are just tired. Mason Mount tried to get into the box for Maguire, but these legs are tired. And the indicator board has gone up. It is 5 minutes of stoppage on this one. Into the box. It goes out, and I think it's going to be a goal kick for Grimsby. As we're oh, okay. I think Manu was calling for a foul, but does not matter. Grimsby into the box. Shot off the post. Wait, they were showing highlights. Crap. They were showing highlights. I was I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to believe. I wanted to believe. But there, we're slowly but surely we're getting back into this. Grimsby is fighting for everything. United, they want to go home. Cross into the box, deflected. Cross back into the box. Grimsby is defending for their well, I go say defending for their life, but they also know that how big this will be, how important this will be for a League Two side. These are the type of matches that documentaries are made out of. Still, so much, so much flailing, so much flailing of the people. The flailing of the bodies and the people. I assure you, this was not planned. The whistle has blown. And such that has in. With that being said, a historic win has been denied, and now we go to penalties. We go to penalties now. And once again, yeah, I had this prepared off the off chance that that would be what I was watching. I was not expecting this. But that's why we watch the cup, right? Expect the unexpected. And if anyone's watching, how's it looking? Are we good? Has it popped up? All right. Not something I was expecting, but still, this is still fun. Gotta try some. I mean, that's the thing. You gotta try the tech out, make sure everything works. So once it gets the first one, and just like that, You can see how this one has went. Mr. Fernandez. It ain't Fulham, but he hit it at least. And Burns has scored for Grimsby. Thanks again for watching this bonus coverage. We weren't quite expecting this, but at the same time, no complaints. And Manchester evens it up. Yes, I know that for some people this is already they already know results and things, but I'm going in with no knowledge. After all, this is a live react. And Audible with us. Wow. Wow, that was a good save. My Onan. Oh my. Wow. Onana with a great save. I can mm, you cannot advantage United. Mason Mountain. There we go. Yeah, I think Reese Staunton is now up for. The crowd knows and does the job. Staunton does the job and keeps hope alive for Grimsby. Now Dalat is up. Stranger things have happened. Cool. calm, collective goal. And now for Grimsby, Henry Brown. A lot of pressure has been put on this kid's shoulder. He can only do so much, and he gets it in. One penalty, one penalty left. Cunha can put this to bed, and they can go home to Manchester. But not today. Grimsby with the save. We got to reset the top of the bug. There's not much else that can be done. Now McJanet with the shot. It's a goal. Advantage. No, not advantage menu. Sorry. That's a hit. That's advantage. As we are starting this all over again. And it continues. It continues. Tori gets it. Gets a Tori. It is 6-5. Now, Manu. Manu. Can he keep this going? Again, since we in the bonus coverage, was not expecting this all to happen. And while that happened, I knew this was a job. It's 6-6, folks. Jaden Sweeney will be coming up for Grimsby. I assure you, as a Fulham fan, we're used to this. We're used to crazy penalty shootouts, and Sweeney nails it. For the fans who have bought tickets to this, they have definitely gotten their money's worth. And now we got Mr. McGuire. Guy who tied the game up in the 89th minute. Will he continue this run? Yes, he will. Wow, that was a rocket. It's like, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We are not done yet. Are you not entertained? I'm sure there's some people who are saying they are not entertained. But still, we're not done yet. The drama continues. The confidence continues. The drama continues. They're like, you expect nothing less. He just, yeah, the keeper had no chance. He just let that go. It's 8. We're at 8-8, folks. I may have to reset this thing again. I don't want to, but I may have to. And Warren, sorry, that was not what I meant. I don't know what's going to happen here, and I'm not going to act like I have spoilers. We're just putting it, yeah, we're just now, it's just going to be one. This has now become a war of attrition. Who's going to tire out first? Who's going to make the first mistake? But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Every other game is over now. Everton has beaten Mansfield Town 2-0. Fulham won their game 2-0. Brighton won their game 6-0. It's back to Bruno. We're doing this again, folks. You have people watching. They're covering their faces because things are definitely being said. Burns, shot. It's off the fingertips, but it still goes in. And I keep hitting the wrong one. We're going to see. This is where we're at. 1, 12, 11. And a miss! And a miss! It is over. It is over. Grimsby Town would not be denied. Yes, they could not get the job in 90 minutes, but they got the job on penalties. Yeah, there is a pitch invasion. There is no way there is no pitch invasion. You do not stop the pitch invasion. That's it. This one's over. Look at that red. After 90 minutes and 13 rounds of penalties, Grimsby Town beats Manchester United 12-11 on penalties. The League Two side moves on. And for 2 times this week, Manchester United has missed a penalty. And that's what cost them the win. There is a sweet taste of irony that I had to be here for. So, congratulations, Grimsby Town. And for everyone who watched this game, you now have a story. You have a great story. And whether you're in the US or the UK or around the world, I will say this right now. Go to Sky News, go to Sky Sports, because it's going to be fun. Or better yet, I'm on YouTube right now and I'm having fun. You're going to see some fun reactions from Manchester United people in a few minutes. I'm just going to go ahead and say, if they're not already throwing stuff, there's nothing else I can say except bravo, 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 bravo. That was absolute cinema. And I am glad that I stayed around to watch that because that in itself was worth it. So that concludes round two of the EFL Cup, or for sponsorship reasons, you would call the Carabao Cup. But I don't drink any of that stuff, and um, this is not supposed to be branded content. So that's gonna be it for me. I want to thanks for everyone who actually did watch that fun bonus coverage because I was not expecting to do that, but what can I say? That was fun. And wow. Yeah, I'm going to stop my stream now. I didn't drop a single frame. That thing stayed cool the entire time. I may have to get a second one. I hope not, but I may have to. Congratulations. I'm going to log off now. This was fun. This was this was bonus coverage I was not expecting. But it was good. It was good. It was very, very good. That warmed my heart. That match warmed my heart. Go have fun with the pundits. I'm going to let you go and have fun with the pundits now. I may just hop on YouTube and watch reaction videos for a little bit. That made my day. And thank you for spending it with me. This is Jonas Brasco with bonus coverage of Grimsby Town pulling off the upset over Premier League side Manchester United. The game ended 2-2, but Grimsby Town proved they wanted it more, held on, and won 12-11 on penalties. This is Jonas Brasco, up the Fulham. Take care.